Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Mindset Mastery. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of discipline and how our brains actually form habits. We all know that discipline is crucial for success in any area of life, whether it's fitness, academics, or our careers. But have you ever wondered why some habits stick while others fade away? In this video, we'll explore the neuroscience behind habit formation, uncovering how our brains create these powerful pathways. We'll then discuss practical strategies on how to leverage this knowledge to build positive habits and break free from those that are holding you back. So, get ready to unlock the secrets of your mind and master your habits. What is habit formation? Habit formation is the process by which a behavior, through repeated practice, becomes automatic or habitual. It's like creating a well-worn path in your brain. The more you travel that path, the easier it becomes to follow. Neurological processes involved: repetition and reinforcement. When we repeatedly perform an action, especially if it's followed by a reward like pleasure or satisfaction, our brain strengthens the neural pathways associated with that behavior. Basal ganglia. This region of the brain plays a crucial role in habit formation. It's involved in learning and executing automatic behaviors. Think of it as the brain's autopilot system. Striatum. A key part of the basal ganglia, the striatum learns to associate cues, like the sight of your coffee maker, with actions making coffee. Over time, these associations become so strong that the action happens almost unconsciously. Prefrontal cortex. While the basal ganglia drives the automatic aspect of habits, the prefrontal cortex is involved in goal-directed behavior and decision-making. Initially, the prefrontal cortex is heavily involved in planning and executing new behaviors. As the habit forms, the prefrontal cortex becomes less active, allowing the basal ganglia to take over. In simpler terms, imagine you're learning to ride a bike. At first, you consciously think about every pedal stroke and balance adjustment. But with practice, it becomes automatic. The basal ganglia learns the sequence of movements, while the prefrontal cortex gradually disengages as the behavior becomes habitual. Key takeaway: habit formation involves a complex interplay between different brain regions, with repetition and reinforcement playing crucial roles in strengthening neural pathways and automating behaviors. Start small and be consistent. Neuroscience connection. Our brains prefer gradual changes. Sudden, drastic shifts require a lot of willpower, which can easily be depleted. Why it works? By starting with tiny, achievable goals, like 5 minutes of exercise instead of an hour, you're more likely to succeed. This builds momentum and strengthens neural pathways gradually. Create a routine. Neuroscience connection. Our brains thrive on predictability. When we perform actions consistently at the same time and place, we create strong associations between the environment and the behavior. Why it works? This cues your brain to automatically engage in the desired behavior. For example, if you always meditate right after waking up, your brain will start to associate waking up with meditation. Reward yourself. Neuroscience connection. Rewards activate the brain's reward centers, releasing dopamine, a neurotransmitter that reinforces pleasurable experiences. Why it works? This positive feedback loop makes the habit more enjoyable and increases the likelihood of repetition. Rewards can be anything from a small treat to a sense of accomplishment. Make it enjoyable. Neuroscience connection. Activities that are enjoyable are more likely to be repeated because they naturally release dopamine. Why it works? If you find a way to make your habit fun, you're more likely to stick with it long term. For example, if you dislike running, try listening to music or a podcast while you run. Don't give up. Neuroscience connection. Occasional setbacks are inevitable. The key is to learn from them and get back on track as quickly as possible. Why it works? Every time you successfully perform the habit, even after a slip-up, you strengthen the neural pathways and reinforce the behavior. By incorporating these neuroscience-backed strategies, you can effectively rewire your brain to form lasting, positive habits. How bad habits are formed. Reinforcement. Just like good habits, bad habits are reinforced through repetition and reward. Even if the reward is something negative, like the temporary relief from anxiety after smoking, the brain still associates the behavior with pleasure. Neural pathways. Over time, these repeated actions create strong neural pathways, making the bad habit automatic and difficult to resist. Strategies for breaking bad habits. Replace bad habits with good ones. Neuroscience connection. This leverages the brain's tendency to create new pathways. By replacing an unwanted behavior with a desirable one, you're essentially rerouting the neural traffic. Example: instead of mindlessly snacking, try drinking a large glass of water or going for a short walk. Identify your triggers. Neuroscience connection. Triggers are environmental cues that automatically cue the brain to engage in the habitual behavior. Why it works. By identifying your triggers like boredom, stress, or specific locations, you can proactively avoid them or develop coping mechanisms. Example: if you tend to overeat while watching TV, try moving to a different room or engaging in a different activity during commercials. Seek support. Neuroscience connection. Social support can provide motivation and accountability. Why it works. Sharing your goals with others and having someone to check in with can increase your chances of success. Example: join a support group, talk to a friend, or work with a therapist to develop a personalized plan for breaking your bad habit. Important note: breaking a bad habit often involves a period of withdrawal as the brain adjusts to the lack of the usual reward. Be patient with yourself and remember that setbacks are normal. By understanding the neuroscience behind habit formation and applying these strategies, you can effectively break free from negative habits and create a more fulfilling life. In summary, we've explored the fascinating neuroscience of habit formation. We learned that habits are essentially well-worn pathways in our brains, shaped by repetition and reinforcement. By understanding how these pathways are created, we can leverage this knowledge to build positive habits and break free from those that no longer serve us. Remember to start small, create a routine, reward yourself, make your habits enjoyable, and don't give up on yourself. I encourage you to apply these principles to your own life. Whether you're looking to improve your fitness, boost your productivity, or simply cultivate more peace and joy in your daily life, mastering your habits is key. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Mindset Mastery for more content on personal growth and self-improvement. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.